Hey guys, it's like 2:30 in the morning. I have been looking at Autozone for a breakout in price, and I just wanted to see how it actually ends the week tomorrow or really today at closing to see exactly what happens. Um, Currently, I do have my setup relative low back at January 25th to relative high back around May 17th, May 10th. One of these, it really doesn't matter which one because they're generally the same. It actually did end up breaking all time highs, and currently, right now, it's actually at 1554. AutoZone actually looks like a solid play towards the upside, but again, um, it does look like on previous runs, it does tend to. I want to say that it might actually match the run from March to April. So I'm not 100% sure what it's actually going to do. Um, and we can actually check here, right? So from historical runs, we'll go from there. The 161 points in 49 days. Let me see what it did on this last one. It's roughly the same thing right here. Again, 190 points in 42 days. 190 points. Yeah, 160 points in about 40 days. So this first one is 49 days. Second one is 42. I'd probably be buying contracts for AutoZone roughly about 40 to 50 days out from now. So I'd be looking for something like September. What is this? August, like September 16th, maybe like around September. Wait, sorry, August. So August 16th, somewhere late August, mid August, late August for calls for time, just from the last runs that it's had. Right, the last two runs that it's had historically, it's done 190, 160 points in about 40 plus days. We can kind of gauge the same thing happen here, right? 40 in 41 days, roughly, 160 points, which is the average that I had over here, 160, 190. So we're looking for at the lower estimate, right? So I'd probably do for this one, AutoZone, I'd probably do somewhere along the lines of 40 days out, and then I'd probably 40 days. So like I said, sorry, I'm rambling, but August 16th. I think it looks pretty solid right now. It did break towards the upside, and it still looks like it's going to close on that bullish candle. So I would definitely look into AutoZone, um, reaching the 1712 level by August 16, mid August. Um, I don't know what my actual. I don't know if I'm being conservative with this. I actually forgot. So we'll do. What does this look like? Oh, so I am being conservative. I'm doing a 5% down instead of 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. No, yeah, I think just because it actually matches up with the last run, um, here, these last two runs, I think I'll stick to that 5% on the downside from the fib. So my first take profit would be 1712, then 1800, then 1895. So I do think AutoZone is a perfect setup, especially right now that it's looking to break previous highs, or actually broke previous highs. Um, on this peak shark fin right here, right? So low, high, retested, and then it's shooting up and it's beating all-time highs. So I do think there's a strong chance that AutoZone actually hits, and I will be looking for calls today. Like I said, for August 16th, probably a little bit later, depending on how expensive these are, because AutoZone is trading at $1,500, so I'm expecting a high price on calls. So I'll see you guys later. Just wanted to share AutoZone. I think it's a pretty solid play. I will also be looking into crowd. But like I said, it really depends on premium. I don't want to spend too much money on like a bunch of random calls and stuff. If anything, I'd buy like one or two calls for 17. If I really want to get an AutoZone, I'd probably buy like one or two calls for $1,700, depending on how it is. Or I would just make everything a debit spread and spend like $100 on every call. But you guys know, really, I really only like buying maybe three calls at most. I'll buy one in the money right here, and then I'll probably buy the first TP and mid TP strike price. But again, wanted to share. AutoZone seems like a pretty solid play. Haven't really checked premium or haven't checked the price on what the calls would actually cost. If they're expensive, I might just do debit spreads just because I really like AutoZone for the breakout strategy. So I'll see you guys later.